Hi, my name is Lauren, and this is my persuasive speech for Communications 1300. One of my biggest fears is that someday I will go into a restaurant to eat and come out a little while later on a gurney in anaphylactic shock because I ate some strawberries. This is the nightmare of any parent of children with food allergies. Due to expansive medical advances in the last 20 years, food allergies that might not have been diagnosed are being diagnosed. Reduction of allergic reactions can be enhanced if restaurants and food services posted or made available all their ingredients. Some might believe that this creates more work for restaurant owners or could lead to recipe theft, but these concerns will be addressed a little later on. People, especially children, are susceptible to allergic reactions in an eating establishment if they don't know what's in their food, and this is a problem. So to start, I'd like to share a personal example. I am allergic to strawberries, and so one evening my brothers and I decided we would go to Marble Slab for some ice cream. And I had cookie dough or something like that, but by the time I got home, which was about a 5-minute drive, my lips were swollen and I was starting to break out in hives. And somehow, the strawberry ice cream they had in a completely separate container had gotten into my ice cream, and I was having an allergic reaction. Families who have children with food allergies still want to be able to go out and enjoy a meal in a restaurant or go have ice cream on a Friday night. But as stated by Dr. Julie Kuriakose in 2016, anaphylaxis caused by food allergies leads to 300,000 ER visits a year. And as a parent, I don't know if I would want to take that chance with my child. The number one way to treat food allergies, according to Dr. Dinetz from Kids Health, is to read all food labels and avoid the allergen completely. However, most non-chain restaurants don't make their ingredients available to the consumer. When parents cannot adequately evaluate certain allergens in food like eggs, milk, and nuts, for example, they're potentially risking the health of their child by allowing them to make a risky food choice. With so many children with food allergies and the potential risk to health by not knowing what's in their food, there is a simple solution available. And that solution is that restaurants should post and make available all ingredients to prevent these potentially fatal reactions like anaphylactic shock. In a 2017 food service advice post by Olivia Kinney, the FDA estimated that 1 out of every 25 people in the U.S. has a food allergy. This post highlights that with the occurrence of food allergies that high, restaurants must take various steps to limit food allergy induction. Some restaurants voluntarily disclose ingredients in their menus, but in a 2009 edition of Today's Dietitian, Massachusetts became the first state to pass legislation mandating food allergy awareness in restaurants. In my opinion, it doesn't have to go this far as to have government intervention, but rather if restaurants made the active choice to disclose all of their ingredients up front. Some restaurants already do this. Take McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, for example. They do provide their ingredient lists online, and this is most likely for nutritional purposes, as is mandated by the FDA. However, I can't think of a single restaurant that I would go in and sit down in that would provide me with a list of ingredients in a specific menu item if I asked for it. This is something that needs to change. We need to be able to enjoy a meal out as a family without worrying if I'll have to use my EpiPen. Despite a seemingly easy solution, I can see where some people might believe in the possible implications of posting these ingredients. Some might be concerned that posting all these ingredients is a lot of work for the restaurant owner and might lead to recipe theft or recreation. But I would like to discuss why this might not necessarily be the case. So along with restaurants like Chick-fil-A, Five Guys and Chipotle are other examples that post their ingredients and allergy warnings online. Posting your ingredients doesn't mean you have to share how you make your food. And most people who want access to this ingredient information don't want to recreate the food. They just want to make sure they're not going to die if they choose a specific item off the menu. Food transparency does not put a restaurant at risk, but not making your ingredients available does put the lives of children and people with food allergies at risk. Menu recreation is the least concern when human life, especially that of children, could potentially be at risk. To summarize, food allergies are a major concern for parents of young children. Going out to eat is dangerous for these families and for people with food allergies if they don't have access to allergens and ingredient lists. It is important for restaurants to make these things available to minimize the incidence of potentially detrimental allergic reactions. Ultimately, living with a food allergy is difficult, as I know, but it's not impossible if we are able to work together with the food industry to change things. Thank you.